Hello everyone, this is NoMoreWorlds, starting up a game of Age of Wonders 4, which just recently got another patch, DLC, Wolf Update, and Primal Fury DLC, I think it's called. And yeah, I want to dive right back into it. I've been playing around with it quite a bit on my own, but I do love the Civ style, the combat, the real range of customization. So I think we'll create ourselves... I don't know where we'll pick. These are story realms. That's what I think where I left off in the story. I'm not a huge fan of the stories in general. And you can see the infinite forest. Sprawling flora claiming any land not tamed by civilization. So it's an overgrown realm. Which is forest provinces are common, desert and Arctic are rare, desolate provinces are absent. A lot of coast. Single massive landmass. And each empire shares a single landmass. Megafauna animal units are common. Marauder animal units are empowered beasts. And infestations emerge in unoccupied provinces every 10 turns. I actually don't want that. That's quite annoying. This is the new one, I think, added by Primal Fury, which is... I'll show you what it is when we create our faction. So this adds islands, Primal Dispute. We can create our realm, because I have an idea in mind. So we can customize our realm. I like the idea of continents. I wish... Is there like a small continents? I know that's considered islands, but... I think we'll do islands, maybe. Smaller land masses. Islands wouldn't be too bad. It might be what we go with. This one's just land. Where there's no water. Lava Divide sounds cool. Scarred Divide. The realm suffered a great scarring in the past, marking it, with death and dividing the land. Yeah, we'll try islands. Grassland provinces are common. Temperate provinces are common. Forming realm. Desolate provinces are dominant. We'll pick none for that. And then we can pick the type of invaders. I think without it, it's just... Anyone can be the standard, like, mobs that are inside the area. But I like the idea of going down the... Which will be what I want. Megafauna. Animal units are common. Animal infestations are common. Constructed ancient wonders, such as ziggurats, are absent. So anything constructed. I like wildlands. And these are some of the quest line things. And this will add 2 factions or multiple factions that are all doing the same thing. Primal Gaudier, so that's the gods. There's heroes and gods, essentially. Nimue and Serena start with powerful nature skills. I'm not going to do that just because I have plans on my own. Baron Nocturus starts with a powerful astral skills. One additional city. Whoever defeats Noctis is victorious. I think we'll keep that out. And then these are just bonus things in the background, alright? Seals are present on this realm. Capturing will lead to victories. World Seal is active or World Seals dormant. So I assume the seals come out eventually. Unit modifiers. Curse of Undeath. Marauder and free units gain Curse of Undeath. I don't want that. I just want to see. There it is. When this unit dies, it's resurrected with 20% its maximum hit points after 1 turn. The beings of this realm are lower in number, but especially larger. They get super growth. Materials on this realm are weak. Easily worked with, but hard to maintain. Unit upkeep is double, but unit recruit costs are lower. This realm's magic wards off death, threatening true death. All non-ruler units gain immortal. Routed units are never lost. Nights are dark and full of terrors. Vision range of all units is reduced. Banner Lords. The world's free cities make powerful allies. Rally of the Lieges occurs 25% more often. And all empires gain more recruitment points. So that will just help us with free cities, which isn't a bad idea. Ooh. These are just rule modifiers. Road allows for the construction of immense mega cities. Traditional expansion is impossible, so we're not going to do that. Per units suffer no respite. Unit regenerates fewer hit points outside of friendly domain. That's fine. I don't want regenerating. Underground start's not good. More combat spells can be cast, which isn't a bad idea. This realm features unusually powerful city-states, which have grown into city-states in their own right, with the pride to match. They start with more population, And Whispering Stone strength is harder. I actually kind of like the idea. So we'll keep stronger city-states in there. I'm going to play on a large map. The maximum is 9. Yeah, so we'll do large at 8. Difficulty, we'll keep it at probably hard. I'm going to say hard. I'm not very good at it. There's simultaneous turns and classic turns. I prefer classic turns for right now because I'm still not that great at it. We'll call these custom rules 1. And the portal visual. There's like an island. Verdant island. That's probably fine right there. What's advanced settings? Faction. Oh, this tells me what factions can show up. Turn timer off. Game speed normal. Research speed normal. Starting conditions hard. World threat normal. Determines the general strength of independent armies, how fast they upgrade. I don't want to put it to low, but last time I was playing around with this, I got absolutely sidelined by some sort of army of gigantic trees. It was like the end of the Two Towers. Tactical combat settings, yeah, these are all fine. We'll confirm this. We're going to create our own faction, and we're going elf because obviously. Arcane focus I absolutely want. I want keen senses for more accuracy. And then for the last one, I don't know what I want for the last one. Sharp eyes, +1 vision range and sensing range. I like the magic damage deals more because I do have an idea for that. But I would love for them to have... I don't know what I want them to have because it's only 1 point, isn't it? I mean, Hardy's fine. Elusive. Yeah, we'll give them elusive because that fits more in line what I want. We're going to be very caster heavy. We're going to be very nature heavy. So we'll select that. And we're going to be the primal culture, which is straight nature. And then from here, we can get the modifier. And I want to do Stormcrow because it's the astral modifier. And you can see it changes our totem. I think this will allow us to start in swamps, and our swamp provinces are favorite terrain. They give us more food. This will give us more mana when we have grassland provinces, which is actually quite nice. Glacial Mammoth would give us more in darkness or shadow. Ash Sabertooth would give us more chaos. Dune would be more material. Tunneling Spider would double up on nature, which is an interesting idea. Governor. Let's see, able to build farms on cavern terrain. Oh, you start underground, that's another thing. You're underground, which is quite nice. Just being very heavily focused underground, but we're going to do Stormcrow. So we're going to do a sort of primal, heavily magic-focused elf group. Primal animal is the Stormcrow. And we are going to focus very heavily on probably the mana. So Mana Addicts is pretty nice, that you have to cast a spell during combat, or else your units suffer a debuff. Hermit Kingdom, cities gain more knowledge, more food. Income when their domain does not border the domain of another city. I don't really like that idea. Summoning spells cost minus 50% mana to cast. Magic summon units gain +1 rank. I like that. I don't know if we're going to heavily focus on them, but I also kind of like Fabled Hunters. So our racial ranged units and skirmish units have +1 rank. I want to be very ranged focus. Combat casting points, world casting point. Combat spells cost 20% less. You know what? I actually like gifted casters. Maybe we'll select that instead. So that just gives us a bigger bonus. I think we'll start early on purely with nature. And I actually kind of like the roots, because that does give us poison arrows and blighted blades, so our racial units are just dealing poison straight up. We have a healing spell, we have Summon Entwine Thrall, which is a great little spell to summon a plant creature. The beast one's not bad either, but I think we'll go from Tome of Roots into units that evolve. Oh, this just means these youthful regeneration. Wyvern Fledgling, that's chaos based, I think. Alchemy's not a bad idea either. But I think we're going to start in Tome of Roots, and then we'll probably focus on some of the pure magic ones. So, probably Evocation. Lightning Focus, Fulmination, Lightning Blades is another one. I don't know if this would replace the poison, or I can double up on them. But it will let us summon the Lesser Storm Spirit, so we can deal with that. Well, yeah, we'll go with plants this time around. And if you're not really familiar with this game, you know, it's very, very similar to Civ. It's a lot like the earlier Age of Wonders, obviously, but I just really love the level of customization. You put your cities down where resources are going to be. You have a starting city. You can meet with neutral cities and either absorb them or keep them as vassal states, and there's a number of win conditions to be sort of the peak lord.
What's your ruler's origin?
So now we can pick what our ruler's origin is. Champions are more gold income, more stability. The throne city gains more draft, which is our production for units. All non-human units gain more experience. Non-hero units, rather. And I start with more relations with city-states. Not a bad idea, but the Wizard King... Cities start with more mana income, which I think is going to be more ours. We get more casting points on World and combat casting points for every 2 levels that our King is, so we do want to level them up. And we have the Overchannel ability in combat. Allows you to cast an additional spell this turn. I like that idea. Definitely going to focus on Wizard King. This is a ridiculous outfit. We will change this. So, physical form-wise... It's not really... I guess it's kind of a male or female. There's just 2 body types. But, you know, be them as you prefer. Physical form is just what our race is. And we're going to be elves. You know, elves all the way through. I really love the wacky colorings we have in the background, but we might change that around. Physique. I like the idea of us being just absolutely minuscule comparatively. We're going to be small elves, because I really want to go for a phase sort of thing. Let's get rid of the fade decorations. Skin color, we won't be blue elves. I think we'll go for a more standard elf color, maybe... That's probably fine. We're a wood elf culture, right? Pose-wise... You're definitely not having a sword and shield. That's madness. You are going to start with Spirit Staff or Lightning Orb. I want you to definitely do damage, so you'll have the Lightning Orb. There are new mechanics added to allow you to forge your own weapons. You can always gather weapons and equip them on heroes and your leader, so that's fine. We can deal with that later. I like that little sneaky one. Like this. This is probably fine. I don't know what's going on exactly. Maybe that. Head, we'll deal with that in a second. Let's change this outfit. We definitely want something more primal. It's not a bad look. I do want to get rid of this ridiculous cape. And we want probably something with feathers on it to represent our storm crow god. I haven't really met with the primal spirit yet. Armor color-wise, I think we'll go with just black, I guess, because we can't really change all the armor pieces, and I wish you could. I know there are mods that will allow you to do that. Okay, that just changes our face. I think I've unlocked several of these. Crown wouldn't be too bad, but I like the idea of maybe doing... It's very, like, penitent. Go back to this. There were some feather ones, I think, over here. Do I not have access to any of the feathers? That's interesting. I mean, obviously it's very important that I look... The drip is on point. That just, like, merges in the head, and I find that very annoying. We just have a nice, hood wouldn't be too bad. I kind of like the crown, though. If we're going to do that, we're going to change the armor color to gold. Or silver? Yeah. Silver works. Then head-wise, we can get rid of this. We'll change to... I definitely want to go Fey. That's a Skeletor face. I don't mind the Skeletor face terribly much. But I think we'll go with Fey 2, because we're a Fey people. And that's, there are Fey... there's a book of Fey, I think, in sorcery in the second tier we can evolve into, and that will give us all kinds of interesting new abilities that were added in the new updates. So I do want to try for those. We do want to update what the image of our thing is, and it has to be a crow. And probably crow should be black. Can the crow be? Yes, the crow can be black. That's excellent. And then I think blue. This won't allow a black one. Okay. We'll do white and we will do black. We will fix that in a second. I just want to deal with the hairstyle. Does add more of a wild look to it, I think. Let's make her bald. I'm fine with that as well, but I've used that a lot. Bun is a little too top knit. It's wild style hair. It doesn't really match the crown though. So if we go back to helmets, yeah, that's probably fine right there. All right, and then hair color. I kind of want something silver, maybe. We'll just go jet black, I think. Alright, that is probably fine. Hair color bottoms, they can stay the same. It's absolutely fine. And then race-wise, yeah, you are all going to be tiny little guys. Not going to be terribly big. I think the halflings are much smaller. I won't deal with that. That's probably roughly what I picked. I can't really tell. Army color, yeah, I like the army color being gray or silver. Army hair color can be black, that's fine. Skin decoration. Skin decorations, I'm not gonna lie, maybe white war paint. That's nice, and we actually can do that here as well. We have a skin decoration I don't even touch. I like this blue one actually. Oh, that's lovely. Do you guys have that? You do have a woad. It's a little more aggressive, but I think we'll go with it. Yeah, it only does her hands, knees, and face. But I think that's fine. Alright, yeah, and army mount type. Something a bit more savage would be ideal. Probably wolves. Small ponies, maybe. These are some of the spirit animals that, you know, it just doesn't make sense for us to ride them because we worship the crow. But I think this little, whatever this is, hyena, I guess? We'll go with that. Okay, this is pretty good.
Your journey begins.
Wild Empress is a fine title. Hesper. I don't like any of these. Mortal Wild Spirits. And High Roost. Yeah, we'll go with that. Get rid of Hesper. River Spring Shower. Avita Beastmaster. Ren Longthail. We'll keep Ren. And we'll change it to Storm Calling. That is fine. Okay, so we are heavily focused in magic. We're heavily focused in nature as well, but not as. And let's just start how the game begins. So this is where Ren Stormcaller, new ruler, emerges. Explore your surroundings, expand your domain. We are Elfkin, and we're Primal Stormcrow. Arcane, focused, keen-sighted, and elusive. This will allow us to break out of melee combat. It's going to be an issue when we're ranged units mostly. And we do have some melee units, but I don't want to focus on them as much. We have a Conjure Primal Crow, which is a summon we can do. We can heal, and Ancestral Harmony. So we have 2 healing spells, which might be too much. This is our scout. We're going to have them set to automatically explore. And what we're going to do with our ruler right away is take out a neutral army. And I'll just start off by showing you what the combat looks like. It's a low risk battle. It's not really a safe battle. I'm going to manual it. This is a tier 2 unit. I have no tier 2 units. I only have my hero unit, which is more than enough. Auto combat works a lot, and I'll probably use it quite a bit, but I think I could win this. The problem is, even, you know, when I can win them, I don't want to lose any units early on. So right now we start with a melee defender unit. They're going to try to screen for us, and we have 2 blow dart units. And I don't think they can cause poison yet, but I do want to get to that point. I do not want to move up too much. And if I can have them focus on my hero, I would prefer that. And then everyone's just going to defend up. And then we're not going to cast a spell this turn, because you can't cast a spell on your first turn. Alright, that was probably perfect movement-wise. 85% chance to hit with this. 100% chance to hit with this. So, because we didn't move, we get 3 actions, which would be 3 attacks. There's a new mechanic called Rising Fury in this, and once it gets to 5, something special happens. I'd have to double check what it is. What I want to do is probably eliminate them. I can do serious damage to these guys, but I don't want them moving up on me. But I can also summon a Stormcrow right here. What I'm going to do with the Stormcrow is forget that it's a ranged unit. They're going to get an attack of opportunity. That was my fault, but that's fine. Ooh, you can attack 2 units. You won't do a ton of damage. It's interesting, because there is a Hex, so I wish I could cast this here, but I can't. There's no way for me to eliminate them. I could move him here, attack this, but then he'll be flanked by these guys. We'll do this. I wish I didn't move that so incorrectly. Move you up here, and you can just attack these guys. And then you can focus on damaging these spiders as much as possible with your bolts. And then remember, we can overcharge. We only have 1 spell right now, so I don't want to use anything else at the moment. And we'll go ahead and end our turn. Odds are these guys will be attacked by both units. Oh no, you're attacking. Oh, you're attacking them. You didn't flank. You did electrify them, which is a status. I don't know what it does. They're going to cause bleeding, but I resisted it both times, which is excellent. Stormcrow, are you going to hit my units? No. Just target them. I got some very good damage off. And what we can do is probably eliminate them with just our sharpshooters at the moment. And then we can weaken these guys. Yeah, so they have the Fury of the Stormcrow now. I have to check what that does. Fury of the Stormcrow gains lightning damage, and they deal more lightning damage. So yeah, we definitely want to move into lightning damage and nature. I think that will be our main goal. I don't have enough resources to cast a spell. Do I really not? Oh, I don't have any mana. That is why. That would do very little damage, and I'd rather disengage. He's going to get an attack of opportunity. That's fine, though. I don't know what Electrify does. Unit sustains lightning damage each turn. Stacks up to 5 times. That's fine. So when I called that Stormcrow, it cost a lot of mana, and I have to keep an eye on that. But once my city starts expanding, I think we'll end up being perfectly fine. And we didn't take too much damage, and our units will heal up over time. So that was more than I wanted to take, but it's still pretty good. And I actually want to move you back here. And you could just rest this turn. There are other I mean, this is a much harder fight here, so I think we're probably going to have to start producing. We'll get a shrine right away. Let's see what we can do. My ruler leveled up. We'll start with that first. We're going to very much focus on lightning, so we'll confirm that. There are all kinds of skills. There are skills that help affect the army, but I want to make my ruler here, Ren Stormcaller, into just a monster when it comes to summoning and spells. We also want to start production, and I think we'll start with the shrine. And we can also produce some units, and I think we want another scout right away. And then arcane research. I would love to get into poison arrows to begin with. And you guys can just wait one turn. End the turn there. And our scout's going to go around, collect anything easy for us. Remember, we're on islands, so we might share an island with someone. Or we might be on our own. If we share an island with someone, odds are we're going to destroy them. There, spirits of the grasslands, you've led your immortal wild spirits, ardent followers of the Stormcrow, to a new realm. Not far from Hyrule, a wondrous tree pulsates with invigorating energy. A strangely familiar energy inspires you, even from afar. A faint cackle on the wind calls you in. Your eyes fixed on the tree, you discern a faint apparition of immense power. Could it be, is that the ancestral spirit of your immortal wild spirits, the Stormcrow himself? Does the Stormcrow, whom your people immediately call High Squall, truly grace this realm? You should visit the Stormcrow Den presently. High Squall here, I will meet him right away. I've not had this event happen when I've tested this before, and it's weird not meeting your primal spirit. But we will meet with him right away. Spirits of the Grasslands Aftermath. When you arrive, the Stormcrow dead, the visitor of the Stormcrow that lures you there has disappeared, yet you feel a cool breeze pushing you onward, carrying with it the taste of thunder. Examine the enthralling tree and notice the faint astral currents flow from its branches. High Squall's influence is palpable here. You recall ancient legends that promise formidable boons to the most ardent torchbearers of High Squall. Claim this territory so you may build a Stormcrow temple, which invokes the power of the Stormcrow to slowly turn your domain into grasslands, where your mortal wild spirits will thrive. Win High Squall's flavor by securing at least 3 Stormcrow dens and build the Stormcrow temple. I have to secure 3 Stormcrow dens and also build a Stormcrow temple. Alright, that's an interesting quest. So I do want to claim this very soon. We do need to grow. I'm, starting a farm would have grown faster. But since we have so much grassland, I think we're fine, because we're going to pasture over here. I don't necessarily want to fight right away. These guys are quite hefty when it comes to... Well, they're quite powerful. So the longer I leave them, the stronger they're going to get over time. But I don't want to deal with this right away, because this is a very powerful force. Brewer, Ogre, they will drink, which will make them stronger. They have tons of hit points. I mean, 90 hit points compared to 49, 74. And they have the same hit points as my leader, so I'm not going to deal with that right now. Spider Hatchling Bell. Ooh, I would take that reward. And Ring of Protection. These are all things that my hero can use. And I can equip them. The Spider Hatchling Bell will allow me to summon a Spider Hatchling, which doesn't count as a spell outside of combat. I think it's pretty nice. We have a gold and we have an iron mine here, which would be excellent for us. We have the conduit over here. We definitely want more mana, but that's fine. The fact we haven't grown yet surprises me greatly, but it should show us where our growth is. Yeah, here. One more turn. I gotta attract population to make it sooner, but Imperium is one of our resources. It's one of our currencies, and I don't want to use that at the moment. I might check down here a little bit. Pretty much. Alright, we'll move back here. Nothing to do this turn. We'll get the shrine in next turn. Mana, I think, is going to be our most important resource, because I do intend to do quite a bit of summoning. I'd like to get into some research as well, because they're not really researching that quickly. Alright, here we are. Our first... this is our first expansion, and I want to move into... I'm absolutely not building a crow's... I can build a quarry, or I can build food. That's the only thing. Crow's Den really doesn't give us anything else. It gives us stability. But the first thing I think we're going to end up doing is probably into a farm, which will allow our population to grow faster. Elder Kalen Clover of the Free Cities of Summerdale acknowledges you with the ancestral greeting of the immortal wild spirits. Well met, Wild Empress. Kalian Clover observes you from a beat. For a beat. It is obvious to me that you and I both file how Squall the Storm Crow kin is what I shall call you. Let us not wage war but speak of peace. Hold a meeting with him, because I would love to give him a Whispering Stone right away. And we're just going to focus on getting them as our vassal, and inevitably I would love to get them integrated into us. So that means they're over here. I really do have to explore the island more, but we might end up expanding south, or maybe southwest. It's not really much to our north. Once we get that second... Alright, we have a second spirit tracker. And I would love this second spirit tracker over here. Automate as well. What are we going to end up building? I want a storehouse right away. We can get a vendor right away, but storehouse, we definitely want to start growing as quickly as possible. Now I would actually like probably another protector. I could speed that up immediately. And I'm going to, because I would love to get over here and take care of these neutral armies. You explore, you come to me. And move here for now. I don't think I can produce another unit quite yet, so that's fine. We'll end our turn. Ooh, a Spirit Hawk. That is a unit. We'll save it for now. With that unit, I would actually like to just bring you back to the city. We could end up putting you in the army. It's not a bad idea. I heard a sound, and that usually means diplomacy. Nope, new empire skill. We are heavily in nature affinity. I would love to get up to spellcasting as well, but this, founding or absorbing cities, takes less time, and it gains +1 population. I would love to get that right away. I would love to move you in here. You are supposed to be automatically exploring. Towering Brewer Ogre gibbers in terror at your army's approach. It hunkers down, hiding its features behind gigantic fingers. Seeing their leader submit, the rest of the tribe follows suit. This area is soon filled with the sounds of mournful howls and deep-throated cries for mercy. You could strip them as labor. That's interesting. Do you allow the plaintive Brewer Ogre and his gigantic clan to retreat, or will you attack? So I can slay them. This will be an evil alignment thing. You do have an alignment in this game between good and evil as well. And some of the magics will get you down that path. Begone, gentle army. I could just tell them to leave. This will give us more experience. This won't. This will give us, for 6 turns, increased production. Yeah, I actually like the idea of using them as laborers. Because we can produce our buildings quite a bit faster. Let's get a vendor, and then let's get an obelisk. So I think the vendor, yeah, got built right away as well. Don't want the obelisk. Oh, it's already spent production on it. I want the library. This is fine. Well, this obelisk will be done even faster. So yeah, we got all those buildings done really rapidly because we did that. So I enjoy that. I'm just gonna stay here for now. We should expand quite quickly. Keep you in guard mode and we'll end our turn. I would love for my scout to start moving. I think one of my units went underground into one of the caves. Or it didn't, because they're both still up here. We have a monster den over here. Now we are going to destroy this right now. Even though we don't have the greatest... Oh, we have poison arrows. I'm going to go ahead and select a new research. Wayfinder enchantments is great for scouts because it gives them very fast movement. Primal communication. So this grants my non-culture units the ability to gain Stormcrone's boon, which is a good idea, but I like the idea of summoning more troops. So we'll start with the summoning the... Oh, we can... So we'll start by summoning. I think that's probably best. I would love to even get more food going for growth. This is probably the best growth province we have at the moment, but why don't we grab this as well. It would be good to block off our eventual friend in Future City, I hope. Maybe take this. Not necessarily, because we have all of this to work with, and we don't want to starve this city too much. They do have Archon Blood, which is a special resource. Spell is ready to cast. I would love to cast Poison Arrows. I don't think we'll be able to do it until next turn. That's fine. Wait till next turn to destroy this monster den as well. We do have a Layer of Silk, which is a special building down here. So we might end up building a secondary city somewhere down here to take advantage of that. Poison Arrows is ready to do. I'm going to enchant all of our units and all our future racial units with the ability to poison an enemy. It's a good idea. So right now our biggest battle is going to be against this neutral force. If you don't take care of these dens, these infestations, they get wildly out of hand and they can really hurt. So we have a safe battle against them. Part of me wants to do it myself. I think we'll do it ourselves, because we do have summons. They get to go first. I might move backwards because I'm quite worried at their charge ability. I don't think they have anything in the way of... Yeah, move this back here. Move you back here. Our scout did come along, but I'm going to move them far back for now, because we might be able to flank with them. These Spirit Hawks are melee only, so I think... I can move them there. You can move up here. We're just not going to move very much. Everyone can just... defense up. I'm not super concerned right now. I really do want them to come to me. So I can put a Spirit Hawk right behind them. And it's not touching any of them, so he'll be free to attack. He'll probably die pretty quickly, but it will, I think, slow the enemy down and damage all of them. Let's see where we can move everyone. I think we'll be able to block off the elephants if we move over here. We want to change direction with these guys so they're facing this way. And you guys shield wall. You guys can go here. Disengaging shot will be something if we end up getting caught by an enemy. You can't hit from there. Okay, you can't hit from anywhere, so you can go from here right now. Just... I'm kind of worried they're going to try to go around us. But I can kite them pretty well. So we'll kite them with the flying force and the scouts. You, please, shield mode. That's excellent. You can go here. You can hit, which I think is interesting. If we have all of our points and we didn't move, we'd be able to cast this lightning spell, but for now, I'm very... Let's get rid of these guys. I'm gonna end turn. Hopefully next turn we'll be able to cast a spell. Oh, I didn't see that coming. They just, straight move through, huh? Alright. These guys are in incredible danger. But what I think we can do is probably eliminate them. Let's start moving our people back as best we can. And then we can turn our attention and start flanking strike these guys. I would love to heal this unit right here. And what they're going to do is do a disengaging strike. And I think they've managed to poison it, which is excellent. I think we can kill this one. Excellent. I don't have a way to disengage with my leader. That's fine. We're going to move here. He'll probably get a free attack, 10 damage. It's not that bad. And then we can do some serious damage to him. And end our turn right there. I don't think the elephant will be able to one-shot any of our units. It will damage my backline greatly. I think the AI has gotten a lot better in this game. It stunned my backline. But we can kill them with our blow darters right here. And there we go. We killed an elephant. Juggernaut Greaves. Take reward. Alright, and actually what we're going to do is go into our inventory and Juggernaut Greaves. This unit may crush non-fortified obstacles. So this is something we might give to someone else later on, but for now it gives us our unit 2 defense, which is massive. Confirm that. We also have a ring, a protection. Confirm that. Look at those defenses just jump up. And the spider hatchling bell. I like the idea of that because that gives us another unit on the field. So we've gotten rid of, actually our island is much bigger than I thought it was. There's more elephants and stuff down here. This, I bet you, is part of the quest. If we go to the quest tab, investigated the apparition. I don't know why it's not showing me the quest to find this, but I think it's here. Is it just something I can't see out of range? I would love to find more of the temples. Oh, we can annex another province, which is excellent. I think we'll probably start moving into gold. This is straight production, so that's not a bad idea either. But we'll go into gold right away. We might snag this mine. I'm not too sure yet. So I'm fishing around here, but remember we get a huge bonus on all grassland, and that's what I mostly want to take, is all the grassland around us, because it's going to continuously give us mana. We haven't really gotten anything to give us arcane research bonuses yet, but that's fine. The obelisk is going to help with even more mana income. And we'll go ahead and play maybe 1 or 2 more turns for this part. God, I love this game. It's quite beautiful. We can annex another province. That's how quickly we're doing this. So a quarry will give us more production. I don't think we necessarily need more production right now. More food to expand more quickly. I like that idea. It says 5 more turns. I think it's going to be even faster than that. We might withdraw this army and bring it back. Just let the scouts figure everything out. So right now what we're doing with the city-state is we're increasing their allegiance to us. Because we added that city-state modifier, they're quite a bit stronger. And this also doesn't affect them as much, but looks like in 4 turns that we'll gain allegiance of them. We can boost it with this. Or, okay, I guess 10 allegiance they have, and then we get the Pact of Cooperation in 6. We'll need to spend a bit of Imperium on that. What I would love is basic seafaring. We're going to spend that right away. We do use Imperium to found new cities, so we have to keep something of an eye on that. It's a resource to recruit heroes, I think, as well. We go to the Hero tab. We can see who's available. We have a shaman rather. They have abilities when they're governor. A lot of warriors. This one is particularly powerful and has multiple adepts. We have reached our hero cap. We can't recruit any new ones. We can increase the hero cap with Imperium. We're not necessarily going to do that right away. You do want heroes leading the army because it does make it quite a bit better. I want this mana node down here, so this might be where we start. Maybe our next city's down here in these grasslands. Maybe we don't send our... I think we start an outpost down there. We do have a pirate cove, which is a little concerning. We're going to have to take care of that pirate cove at some point. But what I need to do is take this territory. Yeah, I'll just take this middle one. We'll found an outpost here. We've got Summon Entwine. Select a new research. Poison Blades would be pretty nice, but I think... So, an Enchanted Crow Companion, this is another scout upgrade. Increases their vision range, and I do want that. I have a new Empire skill. We can get that once we get to 100 Imperium. Casting a combat spell reduces the cost of all other combat spell types by 25% for 2 turns. This is pretty necessary, so we'll aim for that soon. Yeah, I think we'll go here, take this, or build an outpost here. And I think that's where we're going to start the next city, because there's a mana node here, there's a layer of silk we can go into. We have our scout exploring the seas. We have our scout exploring multiple seas, it looks like, up north as well. We've yet to come across a ruler. Alright. Go right here. And then we're going to found an outpost. This is massive. What are you protecting? They have a special resource, which is Silver Tongue Fruit. I quite like the idea of getting that, but I think right now we're going to found an outpost, which is clicking on this, build outpost, be ready in 2 turns, and I think this is where we're going to start our second city on. We do have a city cap of 3. We can increase that with various things, not necessarily technologies, but going down this tree. I'm going to get the Surge combat casting, and we may have to do some cheeky little spells against these guys. Get them out quickly. I don't think we're going to be able to hack these guys apart until we get some more troops, or we upgrade to the next level of a city. And we can do that very shortly. So 7 turns, 7 turns. I think after this we go into Clan Lounge rather, and then Stormcrow Temple. I think it's the way to go. Conduit. They have a conduit up here. That's what I wanted. These pirates are going to be difficult to get out without any sort of naval units. So we're going to try to ignore them for now, but we do need to get rid of this pirate cove, and I think we need to get rid of this pirate cove because they're going to send attacks against us. Likely against us, maybe against Summerdale here just because they're closer, but just in case, I think it's probably a good idea to get maybe some poison darters, just protecting our city. And you know what? I think this is a good stopping off point until next time. I've been NoMoreWorlds. Thank you so much for joining me, and bye for now.